know we always ask you about the frustration, but it seems like it's never just one thing. It seems like, you correct one thing, the offense moves the ball, and then it's special teams. It's just how when it's just never one specific thing that causes the problems. How much does that sort of amplify the frustration a little bit?
Frustration is frustration. I mean, try your best not to point fingers. So you just try to clean up what you can, execute the best you can, and be part of the solution. So, we just gotta be better.
I don't even know where to start with this one. You ever have one of those games where it feels like no matter what you fix, something else just falls apart? That's exactly what this one felt like. I mean, you clean up one issue, offense starts to move the ball, timing looks sharper, drives are actually being sustained.
Myles, in the second half, they started to be able to move the football a little bit more on the ground. They had that screen pass, obviously, to Brees. Just what were they able to sort of exploit with you guys to make some of those plays happen when they needed them most?
I mean, they were sick with the run game. They didn't want to turn it into a drop-back game. And, I mean, they were moving the pocket, doing things to, try to take the rush out of it. And I think just their commitment to it, kind of like Detroit did, trying to wear us down. And, they made the plays they needed to. It was a good call screen. I think when you look at what happened to Karsh doing that, because I don't think it's legal what happened to him, but credit to them. They made the plays they needed to down the stretch.
Like the penalty, the neutral zone infraction penalty at the end, how frustrating is it? Something like that where you don't have a chance to go back out there and try to win the game.
It's frustrating. I mean, there are definitely plenty of frustrating things to go around in the game. I just don't want my guy, Cam, to lose confidence and think that, he lost the game for us. That's not the case. There are so many plays in the game, and you can't let one hang on you and take away your confidence in who you are as a player. This is a learning moment for him, and a chance to do better for the next time. And kind of like Andre in the first game, you're gonna have your opportunities, and you just make the most out of it.
And then boom, special teams breaks down. Or the defense gives up a big screen at the absolute worst possible time. It's like whack-a-mole, man. Every time you hammer one problem, another pops right back up. And I'll be honest, that kind of thing wears on you. It's frustrating, not just for us watching, but for those guys in that locker room. Because frustration doesn't come from one play or one mistake. It builds when it feels like the team is doing so many things right, but still can't put together 4 complete quarters. That's what eats at players. But I love what Myles said. You can't start pointing fingers. That's when it all unravels. You just have to focus on your own job. Clean up what you can, execute what's in front of you, and find a way to be part of the solution. Now, let's talk about what actually happened out there. Because in that second half, you could feel the shift. The other team started to move the ball. Not through anything flashy, but through pure commitment to the run game. And that's something we've seen before. Detroit did it earlier in the year. They didn't want to turn it into a drop-back game and let Myles and that pass rush eat. So instead, they moved the pocket, they mixed in screens, they forced our front to chase and react instead of attack. And when teams do that long enough, they wear you down. That's exactly what happened. And here I am trying to do my best to gather all the information I can for you and share it with you. Please leave your likes and comments, and I would be grateful if you subscribed. Let's continue, and credit where it's due. That screen they hit? Perfect call at the perfect time. You hate it, but you have to tip your hat. I'll say this though, what happened to Carr on that play? Yeah, I don't think that was legal. Still, they executed, we didn't. And that's the difference between winning and losing in this league. Then came that penalty, the neutral zone infraction late in the game. That one hurts, because you don't even get the chance to get the ball back and make up for it. It's like watching the door close before you can reach for the handle. You could feel the heartbreak on the field. But what really stood out to me was how Myles handled it. He didn't let Cam hang his head. He made sure his guy knew that one mistake didn't lose them the game. Because that's the truth. There were 100 plays before that could have gone differently. You can't hang it all on one penalty. That's leadership. That's what being a captain looks like. And listen, the defense actually did a lot right. They held Justin Fields to 11 passing yards. 11! And until that one huge Breece Hall screen flipped everything.
And you guys held Justin Fields to, I think, 11 yards passing until that Breece Hall screen pass. So you guys were really accomplishing your game plan, it seemed like, until that play.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about what you were able to do against Justin for most of the game, I guess?
I mean, we lost, so I don't feel that great about it.
Myles, with the losses mounting, do you feel like that everybody will continue to bring the fight? You feel like that the proper effort will continue to be there after you guys lose a game like this?
Okay, how do you feel? You got to suit up. It's still opportunity, there's still a chance. We still have, 8 more games? You never know what can happen. So I'm going to make sure that there's no quitting this team. I haven't seen it before, and it's not going to happen now. So I'm going to make sure everybody mans up and still knows exactly what the directive is.
Kevin said that he's sticking with Dillon Gabriel moving forward. What kind of fight and heart, are you seeing in Dillon, and what do you guys think? What do you think about that?
What do I think about what?
What do you think about the fact that you guys are sticking with the status quo, or Kevin's sticking with the status quo and continuing to go with Dillon instead of turning it over to Shedeur?
Quarterback direction has nothing to do with me. I'm worried about the defense and us giving up the points that we did and the first downs we did. Who we stick with the quarterback is up to Kevin.
That's what's so maddening. You execute the game plan perfectly for 3 quarters, but in this league, one mistake can flip the script entirely. That's what makes football so beautiful and brutal at the same time. You can be dominant for 50 minutes and still lose in the last 10. So yeah, when you look at it that way, it's frustrating. The guys know it. The coaches know it. The Fawns definitely know it. But what really matters now is whether this team still has fight. Because when losses start to pile up, that's when you find out who you really are. And Myles made it clear, there's no quit in this team. There are still 8 games left. That's 8 chances to rewrite the story. 8 chances to prove something. You don't pack it in. You show up, you man up, and you play your heart out every single week. And then, of course, the big question that everyone's been waiting for. Kevin's decision to stick with Dillon Gabriel. You could feel that question coming, right? Fans are restless. People are calling for a change. Everyone wants to see Shedeur Sanders get a shot. But Myles didn't bite. He said it plain and simple. That's not my lane. His focus is on the defense and how they gave up too many points and too many first downs. And honestly, I respect that answer. It tells you everything you need to know about how he's wired. Leadership starts with owning your side of the ball, your responsibilities, your mistakes. But for the rest of us, yeah, we're still going to talk about the quarterback situation. Because that's what fans do. And honestly, that's what this team's future depends on. The defense has been doing its job most weeks, but they can't win games alone. At some point, the offense has to take the leap, and the coaching staff has to make the hard choices. So yeah, it's another tough Sunday in Cleveland. Another one where the little things piled up into a big, painful loss. But what I keep coming back to is that word Myles used, opportunity. Because that's still what this is. No matter how bleak it looks, there's always another game, another chance to get it right. And as long as those guys keep believing, as long as the locker room doesn't fracture, this season isn't dead yet. That's what makes this team so damn frustrating and so damn easy to love at the same time. They drive you crazy, but you can't stop watching. You can't stop hoping, because deep down, you still believe that one Sunday soon, all the little pieces are finally going to click.